Yeah, a quick one for how to install, yes, how to install OWASP Zap in our Linux machine. This is another series. Actually, I've done a part one before. That's using the terminal directly, that's direct installations. So I decided to quickly drop this second and third method. I'll be going through the slides simultaneously with the practice on my own terminal. So I'll just go through and follow it the way, just do as I do. Just do as I do. So actually I've explained the first method. We have three methods like I mentioned in the videos that we have three methods. So I only did one. So I decided to do the two other methods now. So the second method is the first thing we are going to do is to download the Zap installer itself, not through the terminal this time around. We download it, we save it in a directory, either our download directories or what's it called? Our any of the directory. You can even save it on the desktop, but to me, I prefer to let it be on the download directory. So what we do is to go to this official website for Zap, which is OWASP. So we are going to launch our browser through. Make sure you launch it through your Kali Linux machine, not through the Windows. Actually, we have for Windows, but I want to focus on the Linux environment. So just launch your browser and enter this URL you have at the bottom. But you don't need to stress yourself much. Just click on your browser. After that, go to Google and just type zapproxy.org. The first link you are going to see is what you should do. Probably I should just do that immediately. So this is my Kali machine. It's up and running. Then I'll decide to let me decide to launch my browser. This is my browser. I have downloaded it before. I won't do the download again. Let's wait for the browser to launch. So the browser is coming up. Start new session. I want to start new session. So I can add to this. So first thing I'll do is to do zap proxy download. As you are typing, it will suggest for you. Don't stress yourself. Just click on the first link you have here and you are good to go. Just click on the first link. Depends on how strong the internet is. So we are going to have this. Exactly. We are going to have this. So these first three, they are very, very important: the Windows, the Linux, and the Mac. So actually we have for 64-bit to 32-bit and others. So let me go back to the slide, and the slide will be a guide. So from here, you choose the installer you want. In this case, we are choosing the Linux installer. So that is the instruction. Navigate to the Zap download page, the OWASP website, then select the Linux installer. Why? Because we are focusing on Linux in this training. So after that, your download must have been saved in your download directory. While after you have waited for some minutes, depends on the internet speed. So after this stage, the third stage is to open a terminal like I've done. I open the terminal down. This is the window, this is the browser page. Just click on this, just come here. It is almost 200 plus MB. So just click on it. It will be automatically download. You can watch your progress of download around here, somewhere here. You click on this, it will show you the progress, how many minutes, how many minutes, how many days it remains. So I will go back to my terminal. So you navigate to your download directory. So download, so click OK. You can list it and see the set of things you have downloaded. So in my case here, I have it here. It's already downloaded. This is a bash script. So let's come to the terminal, I mean the slide back. So from here, the first thing to do is actually you won't see it in a change mode, but the first thing to do is to first of all change the mode to executable mode, that is 777. This is a mode to be able to read, write and execute. So when you type this with the same thing you have, because you are going to have a Unix sh, that's a bash script. So you just type this command as you are seeing it here, and notice that you have zap. I don't know what you have at your end. You have zap _2 _14 _0, then Unix sh. So let me see exactly what I have, whether it's the same thing. So I have zap _2. Let me zoom my so yes, so I have zap _2 _14 _0, the Unix sh. So I've done the mode changing already. So from here, let me maximize it. From here, the next step is to execute it. So how do we execute it? Just type this command you have at the bottom here. It will start the execution, that's automatic installation. It's going to start the automatic installation. So you wait for some minutes. So let's see the next thing. You are going to type something like this, exactly something like this. So you wait for some minutes to be successful, then you are done. You can launch your zap directly. Now before we launch it, actually I've done that in the first video. So this is another method which we can use. It's always almost similar to the second one we did just now. Excuse me. So we go to download the installer as we did, just like what I have said. It's similar to the first the second step we did, which is the first method here. So we now go to the zap download page on the website that we have done. We select the Linux package and then we click on download. You don't need to repeat this if you have done the first one, except you are starting the watching of the video from this stage. So after this stage, we open the terminal also, and we use this method. We say change mode dot zap dot whatever tag. Yes, so do not forget that on our browser, let me show us on our browser, which is this, we have this and this. So if you are downloading this, you are using the second method, which is the first training here. But if you are using this, it's going to be a package manager, that's going to be a zip file. So you'll be the one to unzip it. So this is what you are going to download in your own case. So if you download this one, you are doing the change mode to 777. If you do this one, you are changing the zip file, that's the tag file. You are changing it to executable with this command here. So with this, it's going to look exactly like this. So you, after extracting the file, you now use this, use tar to extract it, so that you have a lot of them, a lot of files extracted, and you have something similar to something like this. Just wait, it won't take much time, like 2 to 5 seconds. You are done. So from here, you now change directory. How do you change directory? Because after extracting it, it must have created another directory inside your download folder. All you just need to do is to change directory with cd command into that particular directory. Make sure you change directory first. You will have seen the name of the directory created already, so you just change directory to it, then you just type this. So this time around you are not typing the underscore, just type the zap.sh, because this zap.sh is already extracted, which is this. So this is the one you should work, but you don't need to monitor it here. Just don't worry yourself, just go to your terminal. Once you know that you have successfully changed directory into that new created file, new created directory, just run this and you are done. So the next thing to do after installation is to start up the screen. It's going to look exactly this way, just like what we did in the first video, and we are good to go. So we are going to see the user interface of the Zap Nest and see some other features that we can quickly talk about. Then we are going to give us some instructions which we must follow as an ethical hacker. Zap is a very powerful tool that we must not misuse. So let's see what we are going to discuss. So the next thing is to proceed to the next section to learn a quick guide to using how to use Zap. Good. So it's going to look exactly like this, just like the way it looks while during the first video. So after that, we have this point to quickly discuss. So the first thing is the site. This panel displays the list of websites you intend to scan with Zap. So it's located here. It's located somewhere here, which is this. So the next thing is the history. This section maintains a record of your past actions within Zap, so which is always around here. This is the history, and then we have alert, which I emphasized on while explaining how to use Zap in the first video. This is where you see all vulnerabilities being identified using that Zap during that particular scan. So we have workspaces. Zap allows you to create separate workspaces for different projects where you see something like new. You can even go to file and create new, so you have no issue, and it's as simple as that. You just come here and just create what's it called, just come to file, create new workspace, and you are good to go. Then the last one is the toolbar, where you can quickly navigate through some functionalities when the starting and whatever and expiring tools. So here is just like what we have. We have all of these are toolbars, and these are all your menu bars. So you can come here and select. Before you see this automated scan, yes, I've seen some instruction here, like 3 of them: the automated, the manual, and the maybe lemon or something like that. So that is that. Now the condition as an ethical hacker, what are the things we need to consider? So we need to consider a lot of things. Now Zap equips us with important tools for web application security testing, and it is important to remember some important things to follow as an ethical hacker, so that you will not lose your license if you are being licensed, and your image will not be tarnished. So the first point is never conduct security assessment, that's vulnerability assessment, on any web applications without the owner's consent. Make sure you take permission, because immediately you click on attack, it will alert them, and every activities you perform is going to be seen. So make sure you take permission, or else make sure you mask yourself. If you want to mask yourself, we have so many ways to do that. We can use VPN, we use VPS, we can also use some other tools. But I've said it in one of my videos that even if you use VPN, your GPS will not change, but you can also use VPS. or use cloud. So that one is that. The second point to consider is certain vulnerabilities might be illegal to exploit even with permissions. So ensure your testings adheres to relevant legal frameworks. We have some policy that guides all of this. Now, the third one, the last one, which is what we are going to discuss here before the conclusion, is any vulnerabilities you discovered or the ZAP tools discover for you during your testing should be reported responsibly and kept confidential until the owner has had a chance to address them. In your report, I'm going to send the report files. In the report, I'll show us how to handle it, how to impute all of these vulnerabilities in our report, because it's not something that you just prepare anyhow. You must it must record the scores of the vulnerability. Maybe it's severe or medium or it's very very low. As you are inputting it, as you are using your manually editing it, it will automatically be calculating the scores for you. So you be the one not to use that manual hand to do the calculation. Now, in conclusion, this is what ZAP does for us. ZAP helps us to test web application security features effectively, where we can identify and address vulnerabilities before they can be exploited, or even if you are the one exploiting it yourself illegally. ZAP is one of the tools you can use to find out some vulnerabilities on any web applications. You should remember that responsible use of ZAP and ethical conditions are important when using these particular powerful tools. So just take note of that. Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. The usage of these ZAP tools, I've done it in the first video. Please do not hesitate to go through the videos which are first of all released and be fine. So thank you guys. We meet in the next session.